What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Saturday and we are headed to Beggs to the pick and pull, see if we can't find a tail light for the Jeep, and I'm gonna see what else we can find out there. Of course, if you're a car guy like me, you know that you can always find deals on something you want at the salvage. So I'm gonna head out there and hopefully we can find a tail light. Their website shows they've got a couple of ZJs out there, so hopefully one's got a good driver's side tail light, and probably going to see if they got a couple of interior trim pieces. If y'all haven't been out here to pick and pull in Beggs, Oklahoma, pretty awesome place. I think it's like the biggest covered salvage yard in the US or something like that. You got all kinds of stuff out here. Little S10, pretty rough, but it's got some good parts. Fairly straight. Oh man, that's sad. Little ZR2. Looks fairly straight too. It's got a ding in the door. Camaro, got some good straight panels on there. Bunch of little cars, Cobalts and Impalas. Another Camaro. Every time I've been here so far, they've had my body style Jeep all the way out in the back, so got a ways to walk. They've got a lot of stuff here, guys. This is kind of the GM row. They've got it all kind of separated, which is nice. And then you go across the aisle here. You go across the aisle here, and it's Ford stuff. Well, looks like it's kind of a mix. This side's Ford, this side's GM stuff. Got a Mustang there. Cobalts. Looks like a regular CTS. Crown Vics. Another CTS. Another CTS, man. Must be prone to be getting wrecked or something. Got quite a few of them in here. Some Mustangs. A few newer cars in here too, all mixed in. All kinds of Grand Prix in here. Some of them look pretty clean. Must have motor problems. Before it got wrecked, that looked like it was a clean CTS. Black leather interior, little wood accents. It's a Bravada. Don't see a whole lot of those. Torn up pretty good. It's an old Cutlass Cruiser. Old wagon. It's pretty cool. Woody wagon. Pretty dang clean interior too. So if you need interior parts for your Cutlass wagon, looks like it's probably a 89 or 90. There you go. Bunch of PT Cruisers out here too, if anybody's looking for PT Cruiser parts. HHRs too. Whole bunch of HHRs. There's another one right down there. Two more. Here you go. Here's a cool old long car. All Ford. Got the 4 headlights. Whole small block. Well, those would be a pretty cool car if it was all cleaned up. All kinds of Ford stuff. And even more Ford stuff. Kind of getting into a little bit bigger stuff over here. Well, save that, then walk back into cars. Mustang. We'll save the import side for on the way back. Mercury's, more Fords. Getting into some Chrysler stuff now. Maybe we'll find a Jeep. It's a WJ. Pretty beat up. Looks like it's still got some parts on it. There's 2 of them here. Laredo. And another Laredo. Oh, here's a ZJ right here. Doesn't look like it's got any tail lights. Oh, well, it's got a driver's side. That's the one I need, but somebody's painted all over it. These WJs both still have their spindles, if anybody's wanting to do the WJ spindle swap. Here we go. There's a ZJ. And it's got a tail light. Let's see if it's any good. It's pretty good to me. Probably walk around and see if there's a little better one that's not quite so scratched up. Man, somebody's tore this thing up like crazy. Lots of Liberties, Commanders. There's another WJ. Still got the spindles. And another WJ. Get quite a few WJs out here. More PT Cruisers. More Mustangs. Another Mustang. It's a Jaguar. Newer Mustang. Get the front end cut off of it. Oh, this is the Tulsa police car. Kias, Saturns. Nissan, what is that? Looks like an Xterra maybe? No, Pathfinder I think. Volvos. More Kias. Honda Odyssey. There's a BMW over in the American side. Normally those are over on the other side over there. Scion. Yeah, they must have ran out of room. Still got a hard body. Pretty good driver's seat. Fairly straight. Here's his little brother. Not nearly as straight though. Little snow cab short bed. Got the fender all cut out of it. Somebody must have had some rust they had to fix. It's a Land Rover. I know I see people looking for parts for these every now and then. What is this? It's a little 3000 GT, I think. Yep. 3000 GT. Not in great shape, but no, it's probably pretty hard to find parts for these guys. Looks like it's still got the motor in it. Here's a newer model, 2008 BMW 5 Series. Like it would have been a real nice car. Somebody's done snagged the engine out of it. It's a little Mercedes coupe. See if it's got anything cool on the interior. Not really. Right, onto the import side. There's a Xterra. Got some paint peeling, but it looks pretty straight. Little Toyota minivan. It's pretty cool. On passport. Kia Soul. And somebody had some wheels on this thing. Drag brand. It's a Saab. Another Xterra. There's this little smart car. Huh. It looks like somebody wrecked their little smart car. That sucker's stacked full of junk. Always amazes me how little damage that it does whenever you hit something with these things. Scion, Mazda. Still a little early 90s Accord. Man, now here's a find. It's a 2JZ. It's a GE, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this car should be the non-VVT motor, which would also have the same pistons and rods as the GTE. So, man, I don't know what they get for a motor, but I may have to come back and pull that out to resell it. Or, I don't know, maybe my Jeep needs a 2JZ swap. Little Nissan Frontier. Pretty rough. What is that? Let's see what we got back. There's a Tacoma. Pretty rough. Forerunner. If anybody needs some, I guess, what is this? Second gen Forerunner parts. Mazda version of a Ranger. It's a little Mini Cooper. Normally there's a whole bunch of cool stuff out here. Looks like right now they've got a whole bunch of not super old stuff and just some, there's another Forerunner. And it's a little Honda two-door hatch. I've always thought these things were pretty cool. Of course, if they're real nice and clean, that one's pretty beat. Another Land Rover. I think that one might be lifted. I don't know, I'm not a Land Rover guy, you guys tell me. Looks like it's sitting on the wheels, but definitely has a little height to it. It makes sense because it's got off-road products stickers. Got some, can't tell what that says, I'll have to look at the camera. Terrafirm all-terrain shocks. Well, I'm gonna look at one more row over here. It's a little Zuzu Trooper. Looks pretty clean. Look at one more row over here, guys, and I think I'll go pull that tail light and head on back to the house. Not as much cool stuff as normal in here today. It's another little hard body. Not super straight, but still got some good touch on it. Another hard body. Little Nissan. Man, look at that big old ugly motor. Alright guys, back to this Jeep with the tail light. Looks like somebody's messed up the latch on the door, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to get that thing open so I can get that tail light off. Alright guys, made it home. It's actually a couple days later and I've got a few other things done on the Jeep. I figured I'd show you guys. Got home and got busy and forgot to record any of what I did, plus it's probably boring. You guys probably wouldn't want to watch it anyways, but I'll show you what I did. A few extra parts I added and future upgrades for the Jeep. So got the taillight in. It's all complete and not broken. Added this fuel door because the old fuel door was the spring-loaded type where you pull the little lever inside and it springs open. Well, the first time I took this Jeep out years ago, the little plastic pin in here broke off from the, I guess, the Jeep twisting around. So replaced it with this one off a parts Jeep I had a while back. And I stripped the entire interior out of this thing over the weekend and power washed everything. Tried to get it as clean as possible. This thing was absolutely disgusting inside. Back here in the back, instead of putting the factory carpet back in, which was all stained and really disgusting, like even after power washing it looked horrible, I took this old rubber bed mat that I had and cut it down to size and put it in here instead. I figured that'll be a lot easier to clean. Still got my little hooks here, factory tie down hooks, which I'll probably wind up taking those back out and putting something different in. But so yeah, got to get a little angle piece of aluminum angle or something to put down that goes down behind the seats and screws down to hold that front down. But all the rest of the plastic trim holds the sides down, so that's all good. Interior's all cleaned up. Still pretty dirty as far as the seats and stuff, or the carpet and stuff goes, but it is a heck of a lot better than it was. This thing was filled with mud and nastiness for me just taking it out and beating on it and putting it up wet, as they say. So I also added a RAM mount for my phone right here. I can flip this up while I'm on the trail, have my maps where I can see them. I got the Gaia maps for whenever I'm out on the trail and stuff, so set up my routes and everything and use that whenever I lose cell signal. Hopefully the next little upgrade that I added will help with that. So while I had everything stripped out, I wired up my cell signal booster. I picked this up from a buddy of mine a while back who works in the big rig industry. So it's a Smooth Talker Mobile X6. It's a 4G LTE 6-band cell signal booster, and it's got this little magnetic antenna. I've got it just coiled up under the back seat for now, but if I'm ever out on a trail where I need it, I can just pull this out and magnet it on the roof. So another thing that the Jeep's getting is going to be this roof rack. This is a Garvin roof rack for a TJ, I believe. It's got the pole mounts that mount back by the tail lights and up by the front mirrors, and it's made to, you know, hold up on a TJ where the top wouldn't be a mounting point. And I'm gonna take the legs off and cut it down a little bit widthwise and mount it up on the ZJ. I like how low profile it is, and I should be able to make some mounts that hold it pretty close to where it's sitting right there. It'll be a little higher, but I want it down real close to the roof and not sticking up a whole lot. So got that going on, and I also picked up a new bumper. So this is a trail ready winch bumper, and definitely a bigger bumper than what I wanted for the Jeep. Didn't want anything this bulky, but I got a killer deal on it, brand new, so figured I'd roll with it. Couldn't turn it down. So I've got some aux beam yellow LED fog light pods to put in here, and I'm gonna pick up a Smitty built probably the X2O 10,000 pound winch. Haven't decided for sure yet, either that or the 9,500 pound Gen 3 or whatever they call it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I was gonna make a mounting video, but I got home with it and got excited and just threw it on real quick and totally forgot to film it. So it's on there, and I think I'm going to get a rock hard rear tire carrier bumper for this thing. I really didn't want to add a whole bunch of weight and bumpers to it, because, you know, I've been wheeling it hard, and having the extra approach angle and departure angle really helped with where this thing could go. But I'm really wanting to dial it back some and, you know, quit beating on it so hard and kind of do more of the overland thing with it, because that's really what I use it for anyways. So yeah, that's kind of where the Jeep's at right now. Figured I'd show you guys kind of what's going on. Working on it a little bit here and there, as well as still collecting parts for the S10 and just kind of trying to get things where I want them. So thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you see my other content, and we'll see you guys in the next one.